Good morning, everybody. We're back. I'm gonna need more coffee here in a few. I should probably go get more coffee before we actually get started. But before we do, I just wanted to say a quick congratulations to Awaken Realm. I noticed last night that they put out on their Twitter account, we kicked off the year with an incredible milestone, and now it's time to share that. Tainted Grail: The Fall of Avalon has sold over 1 million copies across all platforms. So for a small team having built their first really big ass awesome open world single player RPG, congratulations to Awaken Realm, because that's a pretty cool milestone to have sold 1 million copies since launch for a small indie team who came from a board game background, like a board game company. And I know Co Carnage has already spoken to this, so all I can do is repeat what has already been said. But considering that this is their first game like this, we've already done our first playthrough last year when the game came out. We're currently doing a second playthrough, courtesy of Awaken Realms, and also the DLC in this playthrough. And to have accomplished this type of game, it's not flawless, but it is really, really, really good. They can only go up from here. And we were talking about this yesterday about, if you look at the difference between Kingdom Come Deliverance 1 and Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, and all of the things that Warhorse Studio learned from the first game that helped them make that second game even bigger and better and more epic. I'm sort of looking at Awaken Realms going, this is the equivalent, in my opinion. So I can't wait to see what they do next. Huge milestone. Congrats to them on making 1 million sales on Tainted Grail, and we are going to dive back into our second playthrough. And it's got a banger soundtrack to boot. So, but before I hit the play button, I am going to grab another cup of coffee, because I didn't realize I was mostly empty when I sat down. Alright, should be able to actually get started now. What's up, Ogrenaut? Finally catching a live stream in a while. Nice. The Anaheim Rangers says, love checking out your recent Skyrim playthrough. Usually don't watch live. Wanted to ask, how often do you hop back on EverQuest these days? No, I don't. I did my last EverQuest session. I can't even tell you. It's been 4 or 5 years ago now. I will never. That's a chapter of the book that's been closed. It's kind of like I don't go back and play Pools of Radiance ever again. It was a great game when it came out, right? Pools of Radiance was awesome. I can't go back and play Pools of Radiance. The minimum level. We had a great conversation about this during last night's stream, and it was this morning's video on YouTube. I have a minimum tolerance for graphics and mechanics, and EverQuest has passed beyond the threshold, which means I just can't play it anymore. I'm unwilling to put up with, 25-year-old mechanics from a time when we couldn't program quality of life things into games. It's not so much the graphics, it's mostly the mechanics. The graphics, I can put up with old crappy graphics, but yeah, quality of life stuff, no, I'm over it. I've even been bitching about that in my recent Skyrim, my second Skyrim playthrough, like the lack of ability to fast travel from inside of the dungeons. Even though I love Skyrim and I'm having a great time, that lack of a fast travel feature annoys the hell out of me, because I want that in my current games, like modern games. Even this game does that. We have to go to waypoints, signposts, which is the same thing that Witcher 3 did. It's a way of doing it, but I much prefer fast travel just because, nah, minor annoyance, but little things that I could point out at. Whereas the difference is between minor annoyances and big things like EverQuest. Yeah. Well, yeah, it's not even that. Like, I've got an episode. So your follow-up was being a variety streamer. There's so many new things to play with, right? So this is an interesting point. This is actually going to get spun out into a YouTube video now, because hang on, I'm timestamping this. Why don't you play EQ? Or I think the question was not why don't you. It was would you ever? Okay. And we started this round. 6 minutes. Okay. So going back to what you were saying, being a variety streamer, there's so many new things to play with. If you go back in the history of this channel, look at the first year that I started streaming full time, which was what, 2022? Yes. And the first year that I was streaming, I was playing a lot of old school MMOs on this channel. We were doing EverQuest, Project 1999, EverQuest 2 progression servers. We were doing, along with Lord of the Rings Online and Star Wars Old Republic, but also, why am I blanking? Oh, we did like World of Warcraft Classic as well. I still ran guilds back then. And that first year we were also not multi-stream, we were co-streaming with other people who were in our guild, and we were grouping with and doing regular MMO content with. Oh, the Vanguard Saga of Heroes emulator, that one too. And I noticed that by the end of like the first summer, I was like, nobody was getting any growth. I was like, this is not a sustainable way to stream. This is not a sustainable way to make content, because I'm trying to scale a business. This is actually, if you go back and watch, I have a series on YouTube called How to Make a Living as a Content Creator and Streamer, and this is explained in greater detail in one of the episodes. I think it's the one on, do you become a variety streamer or do you become a niche streamer? And this is the example, one of the examples I give. We give multiple examples. I wasn't seeing any growth by playing old school MMOs. I was personally having fun, but there was no growth at all. And there were all of these new games coming out that I wanted to play. And I started to look around in the landscape of people who were streaming, and I was like, who do I really want to emulate? Who do I really like as a content creator? And I looked at Carnage and I said, that dude plays a lot of games, including old school games. That's what I want to do. And so I looked at that and said, that's where I'm going to focus. And if you go back and look, all of the people that I used to play with who were also attempting to start their YouTube channels and attempting to start their streaming careers, none of them exist anymore. They all disappeared off the internet. And the reason is because there's no growth in playing old school MMOs. There is a small niche community around them. I still find enjoyment in them, but like, I think the minimum level of standards for me would be something like EverQuest 2, but I've also done EverQuest 2 so much. Even with my wife, I have streams on the channel. There's old VODs where my wife, for the first time in her life, tried MMOs, and she played for like 4 months. She did EverQuest 2, Lord of the Rings Online, and World of Warcraft with me. And she liked EverQuest 2 the most out of all three of them. Even though World of Warcraft is more streamlined and has localized Spanish so that she could get immersed in it, she wasn't having to read and translate. She loved EverQuest too. It's a great game. But yes, focusing on new releases is a far better business strategy for someone like me, and it has worked very well, because we've obviously we're coming up at the end of our 4th year of doing this full time. We've only seen, it's been growth every year after year. It's, there's so many new games to play. So yeah, EverQuest has a special place in my heart because I played it for 7 years, and it sort of was like my late teens, early 20s. I no-lifed that game quite a bit. I remember being level 45 and doing, chain pulling for 19 hours to get through level 45 when it was a hell level outside of Karnor's castle in the Dreadlands. And I have great memories of that. But yeah, I can't go back. That's a book closed. We have way more things to focus on, which is also why, like, if you look at traditionally every Christmas, like from about Christmas time up until the end of January, I almost always go back and play like older games. Like we're doing Skyrim right now. Um, uh, what else have we done? A little bit of Divinity Original Sin 2. Last year I did the entire Mass Effect series. But that's about the only. It's like a 6-week window when no one's pushing out new games because the budgets have all been spent. Everybody's in the holidays, and then we get into January, and everybody's saving their budgets for the spring releases, right? The February, March, getting into those release dates. And so it's always been a perfect time to go back and play older games during that 6 weeks window of time. But the rest of the year is new releases because there's just so many. I mean, last year I think we did 40. I know we did like 30 new releases, and I think like 40-ish games overall last year. It was like 3 to 4 games on average per month, with no, and some of that was skewed because like September we played 9 games in the month of September and 7 games in the month of October to completion, I might add. I logged some insane hours in September and October of last year. I won't be doing that this year, by the way. I learned my lesson. I was like, I'm too old for that shit. That's for young streamers who want to sit there for 12 to 14 hours a day. I have no need to do that. That's not. I've learned that's not for me. I could do a good 8-hour day, but those, an occasional 12-hour day is fine. But there was like 2 months where I did 12-hour days every day of streaming, and it was fun. But oh my god. Anyway, no more EverQuest. It's a great game though, and I fondly look forward to. If EverQuest 3 ever comes about, I will happily play it, assuming it has like modern mechanics. Folks, show up. And good morning, everybody. For those of you logging in the first 15 minutes of the stream, we got caught up in a tangent, which is great. That'll get clipped out for YouTube later today. What's up, tomfoolery? Negative 13 Celsius? What is it where I live? 16 Celsius, 60 Fahrenheit outside. It's a beautiful morning where we live. It's going to be 80 degrees today, Fahrenheit, 27 Celsius today. Beautiful day. Sunny day. We've had cloudy for like the last few days. Well, I guess it says partially cloudy. We did not get our materials delivered yesterday. Those guys never showed up, so Chris is pretty anked. So hopefully they're going to deliver that stuff today. Okay, surely I have done enough for him. Let's go just double check. Fergus, my man. I want to speak with the captain. Kingdom Come Deliverance 1 and 2 are great games. Have playlists of both of them up on YouTube, and I've done 2 playthroughs of the first game. I've only done 1 of the second game. I own the big Ultimate Edition with all the DLCs, and at some point I want to go back and do a full playthrough of everything back to back. Who knows when that might happen. It is nice weather. I'm very happy. Okay, I solved the problem in the cemetery for you. Hey, Chris. Buenos días. La blanca está afuera. Esos dos están aquí. Oh, entonces todo bien, todo bien.
You've done your part in proving your worth. All right, you deserve the truth. You won't find the captain at the Horns of the South. He ordered us to lock down the keep, and then he disappeared. I have my suspicions about where he might be, but I can't say for sure. And frankly, I hope I'm wrong.
Tell me your suspicions.
I don't like your tone, my friend. But all right. I suspect he's at the All-Mother's Temple. But I will warn you.
What's up, Thaindar?
If he's not dead already, I'm pretty sure you'll be if you decide to go there. That's where the Dolriada tribes are holed up, and they're not known for their kindness. And if you do find the captain, tell him to return to the Horns of the South as soon as possible.
It's a good game,
Galahad
Roro.
the Pure is already on his way, and he won't be pleased to find a bunch of keepers hiding behind the walls without their commander. We'll all face consequences if that happens.
Okay. I need to find a way to enter the All-Mother's Temple. However, before I do that, there was a side quest that we were working on yesterday, which I've never done before. I missed this in my first playthrough, so I kind of want to do this quest before I continue. Revan1496 coming in with a sub over on Twitch. Thank you very much for the support. Thangdar says, we finished Walking Dead, so we started Fear the Walking Dead. It's a good franchise. I watched the first 7 seasons, I think, of Walking Dead before I finally stopped. I think I got busy. Chris and I were traveling or something, and I just never went back. JK says the storage tool is available in Dune finally. You can use it when you transfer servers. Nice. I'm really looking forward to the console release of Dune Awakening, JK. I know that Chapter 3 is supposedly coming this spring, or this winter, I should say. Who knows when. I'm gonna probably go play through that storyline because it'll be 2 streams. It'll be 6 hours, 8 hours of content. What I'm really looking forward to is the console release because I really want to put that on the PS5 Pro and just replay the whole thing from start to finish as a just like I did the first game as a single player RPG, but I'm probably not getting caught up too much in any of the big base building. Although they've got all the new base builds and everything else now, there's so many new base builds that have been added to the game, and I had a lot of fun building that first base. So we might, I don't know. But I mean, dude, I had a great time my first run through Dune Awakening. That was like 600 hours over the first 2 months. It's fucking great. I don't know that I would go that deep on a PS5 playthrough, but I would put another 200-300 hours into that game. Like just start from scratch and go through all the DLCs and all the chapters. Get all the building pieces, max out, I'm hopefully they're going to add the third faction at some point. Correct, Rayforge. All the changes, going back and replaying Dune Awakening at some point, it's going to be basically, a new experience. Yes, the story is going to have the same beats, but they've polished so much since it came out. Like, I haven't even checked out the newest changes to the Landsrad, because now they have, like, you can go pick your missions, or maybe those things are still coming. I don't actually know, but like picking your missions and then going to those instanced areas to do those repeatable missions, scalable difficulty on those in-game dungeons. Like, there's a lot of cool stuff that's been added. For sure. Alright, Herbert says I should find someone knowledgeable in Druidic magic to restore the cromlech back to its original state. What am I tracking over there? Doesn't actually... I don't know who I'm supposed to talk to. Who might be knowledgeable of Druidic magic? I don't have an actual waypoint for that one. Mystery to unsolve. Well, I remember there was a bridge... out here. Right here, there was a bridge. And I wonder if I went back to the Druid rings. But there was somebody standing at the bridge. Maybe we'll head up there and see. Random NPC quests. I don't know that I've done to any of those either, Gray. That's awesome. All right, let's Okay. Somebody knowledgeable about druidic magic.
I like it when things are quiet.
That Raven Crest Executioner is awesome. Too bad I'm not using two-handed axes. It's pretty cool. I do not need 3 chopping axes. Don't need the bow or the arrows. Summons are banished for eternity. Interesting. I don't care about that. Don't care about that. Alright. I wonder if this guy, he probably won't know anything druidic though, because he's a priest, but I wonder if he'll have a lead.
Blessings upon you. It's a sickness, a corruption, but also a mystery. Many of my brothers would call it a curse, a stain upon Avalon that must be purged. And yet, I wonder, did Kai not teach the weirdness life?
Yeah,
and
you're
that?
you're not gonna have
May
information that
Kai's
I'm looking
word-
for, 'cause you're like anti-druid. I'm gonna go out to that bridge and see if that's a starting place. If not, we can check the druid rings again. Maybe those spirits will show back up. Let's put a waypoint. Oh, we got those red caps. Get out of here. Leave me alone. Here we go. This is the guy I was remembering. He might.
Did you make sure that no one from the Queen's entourage was following your trail? Beware her spokespeople. And if you're acting on her behalf, be gone and perish!
What are you on about?
The first time I saw her was years ago, when night fell over Brock Miala, and the gatherers had already fallen into a peaceful slumber. Then, the first sign appeared, a harbinger of what was to come. The mist, thicker than ever before. Wilfred was the first to notice it, as he still tended to the beehives. Finally, from the milky shroud suspended between the earth and the sky, an unexpected procession emerged, led by the Queen of Queens. Oh. We were lucky to be wearing our attire.
What happened next? Who is the queen?
Along with the mist came stinging troubles. The Queen issued a decree, and that meant trouble. That's right. Troubles are like bee stings. Man swells from them, and later on, he doesn't even resemble a human anymore. The most important thing is that both Brock and Brock Miala were protected. Yes, that's the most important thing.
Who are you?
Depends on who's asking. Do you bring trouble, or are you in need? Do you hear the buzzing of the bee swarm, or are you carrying that noise yourself? No, I can't hear any buzzing from you. Hold on. You don't know what you're doing here yourself, and you are looking for answers, or the right questions. Ah, well, same difference. My name is Brock. If you need something to shield yourself from evil, you've come to the right place. Of course. Go ahead. Choose something.
Ooh, spell power by 7. I'm gonna buy that. Your attire is peculiar.
It's the attire of many families from Brockmiala. It protected them, just like it protected me. That's right, but I can't give it to you. It shields me from the Queen's gaze. I am invisible to her. I hope you understand. No one wants to be noticed by her. I hope your protective beads won't get much use. Travel safely.
Okay. He didn't give me any details for anything. I guess we could try the druid rings again. I am at a loss. Oh, you know where I haven't gone is the docks. There might be somebody on the docks. I forgot all about that place. Oh, is that a temporary buff thing? Oh, I can actually equip. I had horse armor already ready to be equipped. I didn't know that. Oh, damned. Bag. What was that? Oh, it's a weapon relic. How does that work? I have to do that at the crafting station. Okay, that'll be cool. I can put that on like one of my items. Oh, see? Look at that. Now my horse has armor. I knew they had given me a pop-up about it, but I didn't know that I actually had some in my inventory. I thought I was going to have to go buy some, and I just never took the time to do so. Dude, that's cool. Big fan. Alright, jump over the stupid fence, horse. Alright, is that like a... There is like a ring up there. I wonder if I can maybe... And that's where we went before, so I wonder if maybe there's some druid stuff up here. If not, I am at a loss of where to find someone druidic to talk to. See anybody up here? I don't think I have met anybody in my travels. Is this a hut or something? No, it's like a ruin. Oh, hang on. I must walk the path to beseech her to save our most holy haven. Those of the Dalriata claim that we worship the same goddess, but how can I believe these savages who can't even write? I will visit all the chapels, make an offering. I will collect every bit of her grace, sneak back into the temple, cast it into a single most powerful amulet. This will surely work. The All-Mother must hear me. Interesting. I just got... my first cloak. Hell yeah. I don't like the symbol on it that much, but still, I got a cloak. Yay! Oops. I kind of do like those bracers, just visually. They're the same armor class. I feel like it lends a little bit more to the, you know, I've got precious metals that are imbued with magic around my wrists. I can dig it. What does that even look like? No, it don't. But my robes are still way too good. All right, satin trousers, boots. I like those shoes better too. Those boots. Cool. Well, I just got a slightly better look for my character. New boots, new gauntlets, a new cape. Oh. What else did we get? I mean, that's cool looking, but I'm not going to wear it. I have a way better one. What's up, Nox? Good morning. Good morning, Angus. I did mention going to the docks. Yep. Oh, I forgot this fast travel's not over here. Fast travel's down over here. Oh. Come on now. Does the horse not jump? I never paid attention. Hey, get back. The horse does not jump. Okay. So I can't leap over things. Alright, let's go back over here. I've already done Red Dead Redemption 2 playthroughs. I've got like 600 hours in that game. Videos up on YouTube. Do I have any advice for someone who plays a lot but loses focus? Yep, we've done several videos on that recently. Those are in the first Skyrim playlist over on my YouTube channel. There's a series of videos where we discuss role-playing, playing lots of games, how to enjoy games, all sorts of stuff in that playlist. Oh yeah, I've also got like a few hundred hours in Red Dead Online as well. We actually I just reinstalled Red Dead Redemption 2 on my PS5 like last week or the week before because Bubbaloni has been playing the first game for the first time. And he was talking about Red Dead Online and I was like, you know what? I haven't touched my Red Dead Online account since like 2018 or 19. So I went and logged on to my Red Dead Online account for the first time in like 8 years or something. 6 years, however long it's been. What I wanted to do was like, man, it would be cool to like start a character from scratch in Red Dead Online. I know it doesn't get new content anymore, but there's still enough people playing that they've left the servers up online. And I've debated getting it for the Xbox just so I could start a new character from scratch, just to do a like let's play series of like what is Red Dead Online like in 2026, because it's a damn good, it's a fun experience. That's a great game, phenomenal. All right, we are looking for someone druidic. This doctor's not gonna know because he's the one who gave me the quest. don't need to go into the barracks. Who are you?
Stay out of my way.
Really?
You all right, newbie? Have you been to see the refugees? I can't believe poor Cole was put in a cage.
Who's Cole?
Hey, what a mess. Cole came to us with a group of refugees from some nearby villages. They were looking for shelter from, well, everything that's been happening here. Bandits, the weirdness, the Del Reader, hunger. I was happy Fergus let them in and allowed them to stay. You'll meet them in the village. They live in the buildings up high. Not long ago, though, Cole started acting very strange, erratic, sometimes even aggressive. One of our keepers, old Mahon, tried to calm him down. He might have used too much force, and Cole felt compelled to defend himself. He bit old Mahon. And since then, the old fool has been lying in the infirmary. Frankly, I think Mahon brought it on himself. They shouldn't have put that poor man in a cage.
Ain't nobody want to be locked in a cage. Alright.
Wait, if you ever meet Patrice, please give her those flowers. I know it's not much, but I'd like her to know she's not alone. I support her and the other refugees. And I'm sure there are more of us who do.
My brother just started his very first ever Witcher 3 playthrough over the holidays. He picked it up for like $4 on Steam. I was like, I've never played this game before. And like all over Christmas break, he was sending me like daily screenshots and video clips from his playthrough. He was totally involved. It's a great game. I can't wait for The Witcher 4. We're gonna play the shit out of that game. But before we do, we get Dawnwalker this year, which is the game coming from Rogue Wolves, which is the new studio that was founded by a bunch of the old Witcher 3 people. That's also going to be a phenomenal experience. We're going to be playing the shit out of that this year. It's going to be good. But Witcher 3, do it, like, Witcher 3 is amazing, especially with all the DLCs. Blood and Wine is still one of my favorite DLCs of all time. Nice, Napier. I haven't gotten to the new DLC yet. Slowbar says my next game will be Starfield. I almost booted up Starfield this morning and streamed that instead of this. I was like, I sat here for like the first 30 minutes when I was cutting my Instagram and TikTok short together. I was like, man, I am really in the mood for some science fiction this morning. And I was sitting there going, do I log into Star Wars: The Republic or do I log into Starfield? And I was like, man, it would be really fun to log on and just play like the first 3 or 4 hours of Starfield this morning. And it's like, no, I gotta get through Awaken Realms. I gotta get through this second playthrough. I can't get distracted. All right. Village. Now, theoretically, we might find some Druidic person up around here. Actually, I think the village is down that way.
Always good to have a little rest. Hey. Hello. Are you also wondering why the heck we need them?
Don't know what you're talking about.
Lighthouses. Why the hell are Dara and his workers pushing so hard to build the second one? Is one not enough? Is it because one is less than two and less is worse? I mean, 2 lighthouses next to each other are almost the same as one, and ships don't even sail this way anymore.
I just remembered that the doctor may have said something about one of the guards walking on the walkways and might have information about where to find the druids. I need to go. I need to go back down before I go to the village. If not 2 lighthouses.
2 taverns, of course. One to drink in, and the second for when you're already drunk.
You mentioned ships don't sail here anymore.
Aye. Why would they? The waters are treacherous, so no ships. Storms and the weirdness are a deadly combination. Besides, who'd have the time to build or repair them? There are enough problems on the island. We don't need more. Gotta admit, though, it does look pretty majestic.
is pretty majestic, I will agree. Alright, let me go back down here, because I may need to talk to one of the guards wandering the walls. By the way, there was another building here. I'm not going to go into the jail at the moment. I don't have a quest to go in there that I'm aware of. Alright, there's ladders up here. I remember there's guys walking up on this side, and there's guys on the other side. I do vaguely remember that much. Lock seems to be broken. Yeah, I was gonna just pick up and play the DLC, Napier, but when I checked my original save files, my first game save was at the very end of the game. So I didn't have anything on the main save, and then I had started a second character right after my first playthrough, and it was a mage, but it was only 10 hours into the game. And when I sat down, I was like, you know what? I don't remember how to play this game at all. If my original mage character is only 10 hours in, I'm just gonna start over from scratch. It was like it's 10 hours of content. That's not a problem to just get caught up on. So I can't catch him. Can't talk to that dude.
Ah, what a nice day.
Somebody's up here. Oh, you know what? I bet that was the smith below us that was talking. I don't see anybody up on this side other than the guard who just walked down. Oh no! I may have just found a little bug. I think I fell through a
nice
texture.
day.
There is a lack of a collider on that, and I think... Did we just fall into the... Yeah, it was like right there. Hang on. Did I fall off or did I fall through? I wasn't really paying attention because I was talking.
Sometimes it's nice to just sit and think.
I may have fallen off and inadvertently not paid attention. Yeah, I think what happened is this may or may not have... I think I fell through is what happened. Okay. Yeah, okay. I didn't realize
It's a pleasure to see you.
that I'd fallen through. I just kind of fell off the edge there. Alright, we're cool. Alright, I didn't see anybody up on that side. I remember one of the guys up here has that quest about the Book of Armor, which turns out to be a really funny quest line. It's actually a really good quest line.
Hey, tell me, can you read?
Yeah? Why?
Listen, I'm no good with words. Could you read me a letter from my sister? She's learning how to read and write. Can you believe it? She writes letters to me. I'm so proud of her. Oh, thanks. Here's the letter.
Oops. Oh, I thought I was going to click to read, and instead it did not do that. Okay, so hold on. Inventory. Bag. Letter from a keeper's sister. Brother, it ain't good news. Sorry. A few red priests came. They wanted to take Mum and some other folks because of the plague. Or Dad and some men did not agree. There was a fight, and our father got killed. And now I'm taking care of Mum. She's feeling sick. More and more weak. We don't know if the priests are going to come back. It's hard, but she tells me to send her love and tell you to keep going and do good things. I'm praying for you.
And what did it say? Everyone's healthy?
I can't even attempt to lie to him because I lack the perception, so that'd be an instant critical fail, so... Sorry, something terrible happened.
No, you must have misunderstood something. What did I do?
No, that's a different letter, Nox.
I don't know. I don't know what
I
to
still
do.
haven't found who to turn that into.
I should go back to him, right?
You might get caught. You'd be accused of desertion and killed.
I guess. I guess that's true. Yes. Excuse me. I need to be alone.
Alright.
What do you think of scale armor?
What?
Scale armor. What do you think of it? The ones all the keepers wear.
I don't know. It's armor.
Sure, maybe it's easy to make and doesn't restrict movement, but it doesn't provide the best protection. Someone just needs to stab you between the scales and you're done for. Lamella armor is much better. That will prevent you from being run through with a polearm or getting shot with a bow. It's also much more comfortable.
So why don't you tell the quartermaster or the blacksmith?
I told them, but they both said I know jack shit. Besides, the keepers rarely go
I
outside
do remember
the
this
walls
quest. This
nowadays.
quest is hilarious.
And the quartermaster added that if I don't like our equipment, he could send me out scouting in just my underwear.
So don't raise the topic anymore?
Perhaps you're right. But if somebody ever stabs me under the scales, I'll go straight to the quartermaster and give him an earful.
How do you know so much about armor?
I read a lot about it. In Volume 4 of the Armourer's Almanac, Arden Shadowblade describes the differences between various types of armor. For example, chainmail allows for a good range of movement, but it's heavy. It also provides poor protection against blunt weapons, and its production is laborious.
Who's Arden Shadowblade?
Shadowblade is a moniker. Arden is passionate about weapons and armor. He has great knowledge of materials, techniques, and history. A true expert. Everything he writes is interesting. I would love to meet him one day. No, but I have knowledge from books and a lot of thoughts on the subject, so I know what it would be like to wear different armor.
If you have ever seen someone in our live streams or over on YouTube after a video gets published trying to act like they are an authority on a subject they know nothing about, that's what this quest line is all about, and mocking those people. This is one of the funniest quest lines in the game. It is really hilarious. It's also a great case study of someone who knows nothing about a subject but talks about it like they're an authority and creates a following, aka so many YouTubers who talk about, like, it's the armchair devs, right? Armchair devs. It's hilarious. I'm going to criticize every video game that ever comes out on my YouTube channel like I'm an authority on the subject when I've never developed a game in my life and I know nothing about game development. And I'm going to use thumbnails that have things like, "This is insane" in the title. The company has fallen from grace. Why can't they make good games anymore?
Oh, of course. I mean, I've never made one.
I
I'm
know
not
the
an
best way
armourer,
to make armor,
but
even
I've
though
read so
I have
much about
never
it that
made
I'm sure
armor
it
in my
won't be a
life, and I've
problem.
never
Here's the
studied
page
armor
from the
smithing.
Armourer's Almanac
But
that
I
explains
know
the
how to
process.
make the best armor, and anyone else, the scale armor is shit, even though it's been proven for centuries to work. It's shit because I know better, and I've written a book about it, and I've studied it, and there's this other guy who agrees with me, therefore it's true. Oh my goodness.
Are you here to keep me company or put me out of my misery? Just kidding. Love the view, but this weather is killing me.
Always so windy up here.
Always windy. Always moist.
Moist! Maybe your clothes are too thin.
You don't say. I didn't choose to be here. Our beloved quartermaster sent me to freeze my arse off. He said as punishment for spitting on the good name of the keepers, whatever the hell that means. I just got drunk in the tavern and lost half my pay, and maybe some of my clothes. But I mean, why would he even care? It was my gold. I can spend it how I please.
I assume there's something you need.
Oh, aye. I need a warm coat. And I mean the absolute warmest coat you can get, huh? Osprey might have something in stock or know how to make one. I'd ask myself, but he's not exactly speaking with me these days.
What's in it for me?
Oh, come on. Can't you see I'm freezing? Who in their right mind orders someone with bad joints to patrol the walls in this kind of weather, eh?
Let's see what I can do.
Thanks. I'll be right here, freezing my arse off.
Well, I still haven't found anybody up here on the walls. I'm gonna go Google this shit in a bit, probably. I cannot for the life of me, unless it's one of those quests that's... But I can't remember, don't quests, like, don't you have to have everything finished to move into the next zone? Because doesn't it cancel the quests you have in your inventory when you move into chapter 2? I don't remember is the problem. I can't remember if you have to complete all this stuff in chapter 1 before you move to chapter 2, or if you can come back and do stuff, because there might... This, if it's the latter, this might be something where I don't even find it out until chapter 2. I need a warm coat.
Huh. It's for Dan, isn't it? That ungrateful bastard's still on the wall.
Yeah, he told me.
Disagreement? Sure, you could call it that, and I guess I might have overreacted a bit. But since Dan is on the wall and I'm here, I couldn't tell him that I get it. The prank and all. And I forgave him a long time ago. Now that I think about it, it was a hell of a prank.
How about the coat?
Well, I may not be angry with him anymore, but that doesn't mean I'll work my ass off so that his doesn't freeze. Here's an explanation of how to make it. Feel free to help him out yourself.
The warmest coat. I probably can't even make it yet. Where would that be? Let me go look at the quest. Proper warm coat. I didn't see the recipe. Seriously. Warmest coat. Festering helm, festering chest guard, corpse eater. Oh, there it is. Never mind. I found it. Okay, I can make that theoretically. Let's try it and see. Nice. Alright, he was up on that side, I think. It was Dan, I think. Lieutenant Dan! We gotta go give a coat to Lieutenant Dan. No, you're the armor dude. He was leaning up against the wall over here somewhere. There he is. Lieutenant Dan. Here you go, buddy. Oh, and he even put it on.
Friend.
Nice.
Let me repay your kindness. Even though I don't have much, I can at least tell you about something I saw a little while ago. It might be interesting for an adventurer like you. See those rocks near the shore? When it gets dark, sometimes I see a light there. I'm no sure what it could be, though. A bandit camp this close to the Horns? Impossible. The Daliata? No way. They wouldn't hide like that. Maybe something else entirely?
Maybe a druid?
It's probably nothing, but maybe you could find something interesting or valuable there.
Thanks.
Farewell.
Sits down by the rocks at night. Investigate the shore. Wonder if I think this lock was broken. I gotta go out and around. Okay. Ooh, rosemary. Take that. I don't know that I've ever... Oh, there were stairs down here. Yeah, but that's where that broken lock. Can I open it from this side, maybe? Nope. There's a crypt entrance there, which I don't have a key for. Okay, very interesting. Alright, what to find out if I take damage. Oh, you definitely take damage even from the water. Okay, we've definitely got symbols all over the wall. There's a dude sitting there. This might be something. Learned how to make a strong health potion.
Huh, so much for a secluded cave keeping visitors away. Seems like there's no one on this island to hide in peace. Oh well, since you're here, I have an important question. Do you have any food?
Who are you?
I promise to answer all of your questions, no matter how annoying or asinine they might be. But first, do you have any food? Oh dear. Yes, food. That stuff you put in your mouth to make sure your body doesn't wither and die, you know? Fish, meat, vegetables, bread. Oh, some bread would be especially nice. But I'll take anything, really.
Here you go. Give him... Do I have any bread? Beef stew.
Thanks. I'll be forever indebted to you. But don't expect much. The only payment I can offer you is seashells, or, you know, access to an infinite well of ancient druidic wisdom.
Oh, please be the guy I needed to talk to for the quest.
I threw out my collection of seashells a few days ago after I stepped on them with my bare feet.
So, I'm pretty sure... I would have to go back and watch the stream from the other day.
Much better. Time for a nap.
I'm pretty sure the doctor told me to go seek out that Lieutenant Dan guy. Keeper Dan.
No, don't tell me you still have questions.
He led me here, but it just wasn't... We didn't have a waypoint, so I wasn't sure if that was the right person to talk to. And it was very vague, so we've been getting vague hints. I'm pretty sure this was where we were supposed to end up. Danny says, I wasn't expecting to like the expansion as much as I did. Top tier writing. Nice, good to know. I'll be getting there eventually. Yeah, I've been getting a lot of cool stuff when I use I don't use Copilot, but I do use like Google AI search gives me pretty much spot on stuff every time I go look for something. All right, I need help.
Do you know? Oh, I'm intrigued. Go on. What appears to be the problem?
Okay, this is definitely the right track. So that's cool. All right, I'm glad I found it out natively instead of looking it up.
And I gather it was supposed to happen? Oh, don't worry, I'm not judging. What you do in your spare time is between you and your conscience. Anyway, please continue.
The Cromlech looks like something from a nightmare now.
God's damned southern druids. I dread to think what they were doing in that place. Don't worry, it's probably nothing a good cleansing can't fix.
Can you do it?
I guess I could, but what's in it for me?
I could give you something nice to eat.
Now you're talking, but if you don't mind, I'll take my payment up front. Splendid. Meet me at the Cromlech. I will need your assistance with the ritual.
Alright, so we did find a way to it. Black Tar Prophecies. Of course, now I gotta figure out how to get... Ooh, there's nodes. We're gonna get sidetracked. It is a good game. We're on our second playthrough. For anybody who's new, don't forget, follow along in all the places. The main channel in between the streams is over on YouTube, where we do game guides, movie and TV show reviews. We're doing the new Fallout episode, I believe, today. We're also reviewing other stuff, so make sure you follow along. Everything happens at 5 a.m. Central on YouTube, Twitch, Kick, and TikTok. We multi-stream in 4 different places. We start at 5 a.m. every single day, and we usually do an afternoon stream as well for a total of 6 to 8 hours of streams. This is the day job. I forgot about that giant ass sword in the background up there. Just from a visual perspective. Just sticking out of the skyline. Alright, let's go back to our fast travel. Back within the safety of the walls. I finish pretty much every game I play, Rack. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Like, I literally get paid to finish games. We usually play anywhere from 3 to 5 games a month, and as a variety content creator, that pretty much stays true throughout the year. We played to completion around 40 games last year, averaging about 3 per month. Some months a little over 3 per month. So you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I am a variety streamer, which means every single day I play 2 to 3 games. But thanks for a clippable moment. Because I will farm you out on social media and enjoy every moment of it as I make money off of your stupidity. Stretch! I'm going to take 5, everybody. I suggest you do the same. Grab some coffee, touch some grass, do some jumping jacks. That's what I'm going to do. Be back in a few. Alright. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm not doing any summons with this character. So, I know that there are wolves and all sorts of other things you can summon, but I'm playing a 100% caster build. That's it. That's right, Dan in Fiction. I get him every time. I know, JK. But Renfail, I've watched you for 5 minutes and you haven't finished a game ever. Okay, let's rest until the daytime. What game is this? You know, it's kind of funny because it's almost like it's written in the description of all platforms that I'm streaming on. YouTube, Twitch, Kick, and TikTok. And it's tagged as the game I'm playing on all 4 platforms. And so no, I have no clue what game I'm playing. Thanks for the raid over on Twitch, Milchine. Muad'Dib says the Twitch stream is black, but the audio is working fine. Looks great on my end. I just refreshed the page and I've got visuals and everything, Muad'Dib. Maybe just do a quick refresh. Yeah, this is clearly Skyrim, guys. We're playing Skyrim Reborn. Skyrim Reforged. That's like the best thing ever. Alright. Ride, boldly ride past these psychopathic redcaps. Ride, boldly ride in search of El Dorado. There's a bear. We're gonna have to fight it. He probably already saw me. Sure sounds like he already saw me. And wolves. Ah! That was mildly annoying. That's right. We're playing Microsoft Flight Sim Reforged. Renfail, what game are you playing?
Earth beneath me, sustaining all life. Air around me, inspiring all life. Fire above me, infusing all life. Water within me, soothing all life. Bring deep peace to this sacred...
Ooh, lightning.
You?
Oh shit.
You have no right to be here. Do you really think you can cleanse the great Cromlech with your filthy soul? Pathetic.
Who do you think you are? My soul will do just fine, arrogant wretch.
You'd know a thing or two about arrogance, wouldn't you, Dressed? I see you haven't changed one bit.
Knowing my name doesn't give you any right to claim familiarity with me.
Oh, I know more than just your name. After all, you once called me your little sprout. I was only a child when you left, but I remember you well. I remember the pain and sadness you caused. I even tried writing to you, begging you to come back, hoping it would make everything better. How stupid I was.
Iona, is it really you? By the gods, what have you done to yourself?
Me? What have I done to myself? No, this is all your fault. And you shouldn't put any faith in this one, unless you want to be stabbed in the back.
Well, decisions. What makes you say that?
It's just what he does. He ruins things. My life, my mother's life, for whom we're all just a means to an end. How on earth did you, of all people, escape the Charred Conclave? Why did it have to be you, you worthless traitor?
The Charred
No matter
Conclave.
what you think of me, I will not apologize for surviving.
You bloody well should.
How do you know Dressed?
He killed my mother. He used her, stole her knowledge, and then made her into a showpiece for him and his druid friends to gossip about. And as if that weren't enough, he brought the Red Priests to our home.
That's nonsense. I would never.
Nonsense? And how do you think they found us? The druids wanted nothing to do with my mother until you came along.
Who was your mother?
She was a Bandrui, one of the few women in history who completed the Druidic rite of passage. But instead of being celebrated, she was vilified. The other druids detested her for merely existing. She led a very lonely life, until Drest came along. He was the first one to approach her as a fellow druid, curious about her achievements. Except that was also a damn lie.
It wasn't. I swear it wasn't. I just wanted to meet her.
Shut up! Stop lying!
How did you end up like this?
I wanted to be like my mother. To stop feeling so helpless. But I failed the ritual. I was too angry, too desperate, and too focused on getting revenge on my so-called stepfather. It quickly overwhelmed me. I ended up like this.
Foolish girl. Your mother was exceptional. Just because you're her daughter doesn't mean you could succeed.
If only you were there so I could ask you. But you weren't, because you left us.
So he wasn't the one who actually killed her?
What difference does it make? My mother was special, and he was a nobody. The bastard pretended to love her, and then just left, discarded us both like we meant nothing. Mother was heartbroken, even more so when she found out that her beloved made a name for himself at her expense. When the Red Priests came, she didn't even put up a fight.
I'm not a fan of the fact this is leading to a confrontation. Like, enough. We came here to cleanse this place, and if that means getting rid of you, ...
Sadly,
It sounds
it
like
does.
he's in the wrong,
There's a different way to do
but
it.
she also
I
is not
managed
in
to
the wrong.
salvage some of my mother's work about
Like,
the
they're
rite
both kind of in the
passage.
wrong a little bit.
She believed that a failed ritual could be completed with a human sacrifice. A life for a life.
Don't do this, Iona. It will ruin you. Please, you can't let her. There must be something else that can be done.
Oh, you care now. Pathetic. You can stop pretending, Drest. We both know it's not me you're worried about.
You want me to sacrifice Dressed?
You catch on quickly, don't you? Yes, I want justice for me and for my mother. I want him to pay for his crimes. His measly life for mine. The life that he put in danger in the first place.
I did not quick
It's a
save
fair
before this
trade, isn't
conversation.
it?
So She attempted to do a ritual, and it failed because of her anger. She's basically saying, I think I can complete the ritual if we sacrifice Drest. I don't have a quick save before this, which makes me hesitant here because my scum loading tactics are not going to work. And Drest is like, there must be another way. So she's offering me, I could potentially fix this with a human sacrifice. And he's like, potentially there's another way. Either way is going to lead to a confrontation. It's either going to be a confrontation against her or a confrontation against him. I feel for her. I really do. But I will not help you kill Drest.
Fine. Then I'll do it myself. I need these stones drenched with blood. His or yours. It makes no difference. I will be free again.
Dried resin, jade.
Despite everything Iona told you, you still stood by me. Why?
Was it all true?
Most of it, yes. I am not proud of what I've done, but I never thought the consequences would be so dire. Sorsha, Iona's mother, was a marvel. True rarity in our lifetime. Female druids are a fascinating subject, yet in most druidic circles, they were treated like nature's mistakes instead of our rightful sisters. I wanted to be different. I wanted to approach her like an equal, and maybe understand how she'd managed to become one of us.
And?
Sorsha was happy to finally meet a fellow druid who didn't look at her with disgust. She had accumulated a vast amount of knowledge, and she shared it with me. Delighted to have someone to discuss things with. We grew close, became lovers. I even tried to be something of a father figure for Iona, although I always felt like she never fully trusted me. Clever girl, my little sprout.
And why did you leave?
Because I realized I was growing complacent. A family, a house, a wee garden. That wasn't what I was meant for. I was supposed to be pursuing knowledge and proving to everyone how wrong they were about everything. But I couldn't face Sorsha
Selfish
and
asshole.
admit to it all. So I just left. As for what happened afterwards, I just wanted to share my discoveries with the others. But somehow it made Sorsha even less of a person in their eyes.
Did you know what had happened to them?
No, I didn't. After the charred conclave, the world became a terrifying place. All I cared about was my own survival. I didn't even spare a thought for Sorsha and Iona. I don't want to talk about it anymore, please.
Sorry it had to end this way.
But did it have to end like this? I'm sorry, but if you don't mind, I'd like to be left alone now.
Makes sense. That's a shitty no-win scenario right there. And that is why sometimes when you read a book, you watch a film, choices matter. Not sometimes, every time. You don't always get to win and get the happy cheesecake. Sometimes you're picking the lesser of two evils. That's role-playing, kids. But I'm gonna install a mod because I don't like the ending they just gave me. It's stupid. I don't agree with the writers. I am never going to stop making fun of those people. Ever. I think mods are great after the 4th or 5th playthrough or something, but First time you play a game, you should be on vanilla, and you should respect the writers and the game director. Roleplay your character. Deal with the consequences. Don't be a little bitch. I don't like this. That's not what I would have written. It doesn't make any sense. I know better than the game director and writers. I'm still in combat? Not no mo. I did not see this quest line my first time through the game, so this was really cool to come back and see something completely different, and that's why I like having specific characters that only do specific things. My first character was a stealth archer. He didn't give a shit about druidic rituals. This character is a mage, very interested in druidic rituals and magic.
I figured it out. I figured it out.
What?
The mistletoe. Oh, how could I have been so blind this whole time? It's obvious, don't you see?
Nope. Please explain.
They weren't laughing at me, do you see? They were telling me to embrace the part that I play in the world. The part that we all play in the world. Listen, mistletoe was their sacred plant, right? We know it's a parasite, and in extreme situations, can even kill the tree on which it grows.
Damn.
Why would you worship a parasite? I finally got it. They realized that if everything goes well, it has minimal effect on the tree. Sometimes it's even able to give something back. Even better, it's evergreen, so birds can feed off it in winter. And even though it's poisonous to humans, druids were able to make medicine out of its fruits. Do you see?
Nice. I don't.
It's so obvious that it's no wonder the answer eluded us all. It's not about the mystical arts, the scrolls, or the rituals. That's all smoke and mirrors. It's about observing nature and drawing the right conclusions. Mistletoe feeds off the tree, but it doesn't just take. It gives back, just like we all do. We always take from something. The trick is to give back more than we take. That's meant to be our role in the world.
Makes sense.
Yes. It's about understanding our place in the world as parasites, but useful ones. There's no more knowledge to gain besides what's already here. The trick is, we need to learn to see it. This is my new quest. Thank you for initiating this discovery.
You're on your way to becoming a druid, buddy. Just kill Dress to be done with it. I mean, that's an option for some playthroughs. That's why I installed mods, says JK. That's the life. Morning, Cypher. What are the equivalent of gaming mods in real life? Ooh, that's a good question. That is a good question. Automated systems, money. It's the cash shop, kids. Access to the cash shop is how you win at life. When you have disposable income and you can buy perks and XP potions and quality of life things from the cash shop. Great partner mod. That is a necessary one, JK. I also have the amazing life partner mod installed. I always do thief characters first, Angus. Thief / archers, and then I do a mage the second time, usually. I did really enjoy the druid in Baldur's Gate 3, and if another game comes along, hang on. I had to go help Chris with the cat really quick. Anyway, if another game comes along that can do the druid as good as the druid in Baldur's Gate 3, I would happily play a druid again on a first playthrough. So good. Alright, the Cromlech is safe again.
There goes another chance to join the guild. I really thought that scroll would be my way in. Instead, it just caused a mess I couldn't even clean up myself. Anyway, what happened back there?
What guild are you talking about?
The Alchemists Guild, of course. Though it's more of a secret society than an actual guild. And I probably shouldn't be telling you this. But who cares? Taranis is probably right. I'm just not cut out for it. They'll never recruit me, so why bother trying?
Who is Tyrannus?
I've been in contact with the guild since my time in Camelot. They promised me that if someone ever came to the south, they'd reach out. Tyrannus showed up with the Dalriata, and I managed to meet him just before the captain ordered the lockdown. Let's just say he wasn't exactly impressed with anything I had to share.
Do you know where I can find him?
With the rest of the Dalriata? I'm not sure. He did mention coming here to hunt some creature, but I was too busy wallowing in self-pity to listen properly. Oh, now that's just fantastic. Another discovery slipped right through my fingers. I guess I'm doomed to stay here, curing hangovers for the rest of my days.
Maybe.
Maybe I'll finally be able to unwind a little. And there's still the mistletoe. I think it has a meaning, and I might be getting closer to grasping it.
All right. I've now leveled up, and we have completed that quest, which was a fun quest I never saw my first time through the game. I think we could probably move on to the Keeper quest now. I don't really care to do anything else in this area because I've done. I think everything else I've come across I've already done in my first playthrough, so I'm pretty much ready to go move on. Oops, attributes first. I don't have a problem using stamina. Now we're good time-wise. All right. remember correctly, the Excalibur thing comes later. Or if I could do that now, I don't remember, to be honest with you. I remember it was something up here, if I remember correctly. I guess I could do it now? For some reason my brain was thinking that I had to wait to pull the sword out.
This feeling, it was so strong, so real. I remember now, the weight of it, the power. This blade was never just steel. It was a part of me.
So Excalibur holds a piece of your soul.
Yes, the sensation is unmistakable, but it carries more than my soul. It carries a part of my legacy.
So why can't I draw the
A sword like that, it doesn't yield easily. It demands strength of body and of will. You'll need to grow stronger before it will choose you.
Nice. Okay. I've got some whisperers. I have to actually set a campfire. Tell me about Excalibur.
It's more than a sword. It's a promise. A blade that stands for unity, for strength, and for hope. It wasn't just mine. It belonged to Avalon. Every swing, every battle was fought for the land and its people. But Excalibur is also a burden. It demands more than just skill.
Bus run on the stone.
Purpose. Without that, then it is just steel.
Yeah, it's got a good art style, Belnoth. All right. We now have to go abroad. Abroad, you say? I know a broad or two. No, we're going abroad, as in traveling afield. A field? Isn't that like where farmers plant their stuff? Unfortunately, there are people out there who have that little of a brain. They don't understand the basic grasp of language.
Where do you think you're going?
To the temple?
It's closed. Find a different one.
But there is no other temple.
Not my problem. Now scram before I lose my patience.
I have a message for your leader. I don't know that that's true.
Oh, really? Lying to Dalrita? You've got guts, but no honor. Lucky for you, I'm always willing to give people a chance to earn it back. It's been a while since someone bested me. I guess I really have gotten rusty. Still, a win is a win. You can pass through. Just don't do anything stupid. Fran's berserkers have even less patience than I do.
Fair enough.
Keep quiet.
This guy looks like a druid or something. Can I talk to him?
Mm-hmm. Still doesn't tell me anything.
What?
First, he showed up here like a dimwit. Now you're walking around camp like it's nothing. I look into your eyes and I don't know whether you're made of steel or you're just a fool. But you are here. And Maven didn't chop you to pieces with her axe. The runes seem to favor you, even though you're an outsider. I guess that has to be enough for now. It's still more than you should expect. If you need something, talk to Vran. She's in charge. The woman.
Copy that.
What of it? The Dalriata are not like those in Camelot. We don't make women wear frocks
Camelot.
and sit at
It's
home.
such a silly name.
Our women have names. And if they have names, it means they earned them like all other Dalriata. Vran was chosen by One Eye, and One Eye doesn't make mistakes.
Can you tell me about One Eye?
I don't need to tell you anything. Just wait and see for yourself. When the South is free from Arthur's dogs, as it should be. Go, bring glory to your ancestors. Tharov will be waiting.
Okay.
I wasn't made to wait. I was made to end things. Well, well. I never thought I'd see Mabin flat on her back. Especially no by the hand of an outsider.
'Tis a silly place.
Now, what business do you have that's so important?
I'm looking for Captain Brandon.
So, you're after that snake, huh? I've been telling One Eye he's nothing but trouble. Sure enough, it didn't take long for another outsider to show up at my camp. Sometimes, I hate being right.
You don't seem to like Brandon very much.
That man doesn't have a single honest bone in his body. He came here to make deals with us. And who knows, maybe he'll stick to his word. But I don't trust him. Once a traitor, always a traitor, no matter who he's turning his back on. Still, I've sworn my loyalty to One Eye, and I'll stand by him to the end, whatever that may be. Anyway, he's at the temple. And before you ask, no, you can't get in unless you're ready to face my berserkers.
Okay.
And why would I? This isn't Camelot's land anywhere. The temple belongs to the Delrida now. As for this camp, it's mine. And I don't trust strangers wandering around our territory. They rarely bring anything good with them.
What can I do for you to allow me in?
I'm not sure yet. First, I need to see if you're really as determined as you claim. I'm not about to share our secrets with somebody that's only half committed.
Fair point. How can I prove it to you?
I've got a potion from Therov, made for my warriors. He claims his alchemy is better than what the Volker tribe has known for generations. The thing is, I don't fully trust his brews, so I need somebody else to test this one for me.
Bottoms up.
Here, drink up. So, how are you feeling?
Still the same?
What the hell?
I forgot about the chicken
Damn
cluck.
it, Therov. I wasn't expecting this. No gonna lie.
What happened?
I don't know what you're trying to say. Just come sit by the fire with me. It should wear off soon.
I forgot about the chicken cluck.
Feeling better now?
Oh, it's hilarious.
Try saying something.
Quack.
Glad to see you haven't lost your
Oh,
sense
that was
of humour.
awesome. What the hell?
Exactly why I've always told Therov he's full of shit. He's chasing the impossible. I knew it wouldn't work, but at least the potion wasn't dangerous. I wasn't expecting you to just go along with it. No Volker would accept a potion like that from an outsider. You're really determined to enter the temple, aren't you?
Aye.
No, I can see you're reckless, but I still don't know if I can trust you. Lucky for you, there's a rather delicate matter that needs handling. Turns out, I need some help for somebody who's no Del Reader.
What do you need?
One eye wants to make nice with the keepers. Though if you ask me, no level in their precious pile of rocks to the ground is nice enough already. But he says that's no enough. He's looking to make a gesture of goodwill. Show them we're not here to conquer but to forge an alliance against a common enemy. And he's put me in charge of picking out a gift to send to the Horns of the South.
Any ideas?
Aye, I've got one. I sent some of my men to hunt down bandits and told them to collect an ear from each one they killed.
Okay.
I thought of Ugwi make them into a necklace, but apparently, stringing ears on a wire is beneath his pride as an Ulfrite smith. Think you could help me put it together and deliver it to the Horns of the South?
I don't think that they're gonna like that. I'm not gonna be able to make the roll because my practicality is only 20%.
I know your lot thinks we're savages, but just so you know, it's no a tradition with us either. How else would they know we've been helping? The keepers probably wouldn't notice pure bandits. They barely leave their walls. If you've got a better idea, I'm all ears.
Technically, your necklace is all ears. It's a diplomatic gift. It should represent your people, something meaningful.
I could have Ugwi forge an axe, but he doesn't see much difference between
I
the
think I went with
Southerners
the
and
axe last
Camrotians.
time, and he
Know that
fucked
I
it up
blame
on
him.
purpose.
I can't either. I just take One Eye's word that it exists. But I don't trust Ugwi not to somehow make it insulting. As for my people, the Volkers stripped themselves of any meaning a long time ago. The only thing we have left is the Berserker potion. But that's too precious to just hand over.
I did the axe last time, and he purposely messed it up when he crafted it. What about Theroth?
What? You want the entire fortress to start quacking now? You know what happens when he's left unchecked.
Fair enough.
No. Therov's no an option. Besides, don't the folks of Camelot hate the kind of magic he practices?
Yeah, you're probably right.
You, of all people, should know I am.
I did quack a little bit. What about the potion?
Aye. As much as I hate to admit it, you might be right. If they accept it, maybe they'll accept us. If no, at least we'll be prepared for the worst. So, I'll need a few things for you. I'll handle the brewing. No, I couldn't. But I could give you the recipe for a different potion if you help me out.
Okay.
Now go, afore I change my mind.
Okay. She needs... Oh, I gotta go back to my stash box. And I wonder if I have any... I wonder if I sold the iron teeth or if I kept them. Oh, that's the worst part. Oh, is there a box?
Restless.
Oh, nice. Okay. Iron tooth moonshade. God, I gotta search through her now for all these things. Fuck, I wonder if they're all gonna be under crafting. This stash box. Oh, I'm trying to put. That's why I'm like looking through it, going, why does it not have the stuff I have? All right. I know I've looted some moonshine and stuff. There it is. I only need one. I know those are off the red caps. I need 3 more Wolfsbane. God, this would be nice if we could do a sort. Alphabetical here, this will help. It would be really cool if we could sort. Alright, I need to look for Wolfbane, which is probably going to be Alchemy. There we go. I don't remember how many I need, so we're just going to take it all. Now, the Iron Tooth is something... Is that it right there? Yeah, buddy. Alright, cool. Sweet. I had everything stashed.
Could use a fight.
Stash box for the win.
So, do you have what I asked for?
I do.
Good. Now give me a moment.
You got all the time in the world.
Here. Take this package, but handle it carefully. This potion is the essence of my tribe. It's what makes us Volker. We were once a proud people, and this is the source of that pride. Parting with this vial is a show of our respect. Or rather, a promise that we'll respect their ways if they respect ours. I need you to understand this, and ensure they understand it too. Got it?
Mm-hmm. I'll make sure it reaches the Horns of the South.
Thank you. May Mother guide you, wherever she is. Ah, I almost forgot. I did promise you a recipe for a different potion. Here you go.
Thank you. Weak Mothers. Battle Rage. No way, I found you live. Well, you know, I'm live at the same time every single day in the same places. YouTube, Twitch, Kick and TikTok every single day. So it's kind of hard to miss if you know where I'm going to be and when I'm going to be there. The more you know. 2 streams a day, 1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoons, around 3 p.m., 4 p.m. Central. What a gift from the Daliata.
What in the world is this supposed to be? Some kind of potion? We already have Hebo with his endless experiments. Do we really need more dubious concoctions floating around? You don't suppose they're trying to poison us, do you?
It's a berserker potion considered sacred by the Volker tribe.
Peaceful, you say? The Dalriata, talking about peace. I never thought I'd hear the day. What bizarre times these are. Well, pass on my thanks to them. Damn it. I don't really have anything worthy to send back. Wait a moment. How about this? Take a barrel of fish with you. It's not a sacred potion, but food is food. Not something to scoff at nowadays. I just hope they won't take offense.
Okay. Barrel full of fish. Hasta la pasta? Some pasta sounds good. I just got a couple of baguettes yesterday. We're gonna have to make some garlic bread, I think.
Trust Cam days. You're back. How did it go?
Sounds like the same accent Pierce Brosnan had in The Foreigner. Is that the one that he played when he was a lot younger, when he was like the undercover spy? Shit, I gotta go Google that now. I may be misremembering. I am misremembering. You're talking about a film from 2017, The Foreigner. What the hell was the name of that movie he did? I think it was with Oh, I'm gonna have to look it up now. No, I have to go look this up. Because I cannot remember the name of it, and it's not showing me at a quick search. Fourth Protocol. Yeah, with Michael Caine. This is the one I'm thinking of. Michael Caine and Pierce Brosnan, directed by John McKenzie. Fourth Protocol, 1987. Phenomenal movie. Yeah, Michael Caine, Pierce Brosnan, Ned Beatty, Ian Richardson, Jonah Cassidy. Fuck, man, what a cast. Man, I'm going to have to I might have to watch that with Chris tonight. I haven't seen that movie in a long time. The Fourth Protocol. Have to see if I can find that somewhere online. It is a great movie. I haven't seen it in years. But it just popped into my head when we were talking about Pierce Brosnan accent and stuff.
What is this? A barrel of salted fish? Oh, that's very generous of him.
Happy with the outcome?
I am. To be honest, I wasn't expecting much.
This is cool. I had a completely different outcome my first playthrough. This one is actually pleasant. The other outcome I had was not. They weren't very happy with each other.
Maybe I was wrong about the Southerners. Maybe there's hope for peace in One Eye's plan after all. You head to the temple. I'll bring him the good news once you're gone.
Thank you very much.
Too quiet. Go. Bring glory to your ancestors. Tharov will be waiting.
Alright. Believe we can go up here now. Is that Smeagol? Smeagol, what's up? Why are you talking? You're talking a lot. Are you trying to get mommy to give you a snack? Come here. Oh no, you're just gonna stay glued to mommy's legs because you want snackies. I can hear him chirping even with the headset on. That's funny. He's like, Mom, give me food. We're going to take a quick break, everybody. Stay tuned. We'll be back. Alright, let's see here. Smeagol is upset that no one has given him a second breakfast. Little hobbit monster.
We need to make a plan. Camelot will soon figure out something's not right.
Don't fret. To the Dalriada, honor matters more than life itself. We gave you our word.
But do you realize taking this temple was a terrible idea, right? It's just gonna speed up Camelot's intervention.
Taking the temple was inevitable.
Why? What do you mean? What do you mean? Are you trying to provoke Camelot into invading? Or do you just not like the All-Mother?
We believe in the same goddess, but we call her Mera.
That doesn't answer my question. What do you want? You don't look like you're from the tribes. How did you even get in here?
Whoever he is, I cannot say he lacks courage. We don't usually take visitors, so he must have found a way to get here.
Looking for the captain of the Horns of the South. I have this pin.
Well, that seems to be a matter for the Horns of the South. I do not need to be involved. I trust you to know what should be shared, and what's best kept to yourself.
I don't know what kind of madness brought you here, flashing that pin, but my friend's right. You've got courage. So tell me, who are you, and what do you need from me?
Are you conspiring with one eye? Let's just go straight to the point. I want to wield Excalibur.
Good luck with that. Only King Arthur can wield Excalibur. Every fool on Avalon knows that.
Caradoc claims you know how to do it.
Ah, Caradoc.
Caradoc, sorry.
Well, that changes things. I had a feeling that pin you're waving around were his. Fine. Yes, every new captain gets a set of secrets passed down from his predecessor. And yes, one of those secrets is how to touch Excalibur and survive. But nothing in life is free. You know that. Do something for me, and I might consider sharing our greatest secret with you.
The greatest ploy in game development 101. Tit for tat. Of course I'll do this for you, but first you have to do something for me.
Galahad the Pure is breathing down my neck. And I hate it when somebody's breathing down my neck.
Unless it's my
Even
lover.
worse, One Eye's men says he's already set up camp at our old stronghold in the west.
Okay. So what do you want from me?
Galahad needs to die, obviously. That'll solve most of our problems. We'll just say he had an, well, unfortunate accident. I don't know, fell on a pitchfork or something, and sweep it under the rug, yeah? But then, we can continue our talks with the tribes, and by the time anyone from Camelot decides to act, it'll be too late.
Okay.
Yeah, it's that simple.
Alright.
Just flash that pin to his guards. They'll let you in without a problem. And now, excuse me, I have things to do before the matter is settled.
Things to do. More important than things that I've got to do. Apparently, that's why I've been sent out to do a messenger boy quest. Go kill this guy. Bring back the goods. If I remember correctly, though, Galahad's a pretty nasty fellow from my first playthrough. Power of the dark side, yada yada yada. Can I rest here?
If nothing happens by nightfall, I'm starting.
No, it's just a cooking pot.
Getting restless.
nice. Got a waypoint right over there. There is a mosquito. Missed it.
Stop right there. Who are you? And what do you want here?
Looking for Galahad the Pure.
It's Sir Galahad to you, vagrant. But it's true, this is our camp. We're his personal guard. But you won't be meeting tonight until you tell us why you're here.
I see this pin. I don't have to tell you anything. Take me to Galahad.
It's true that this pin obliges me to take you to the knight. But did you actually earn it? Or did you just pluck it from a corpse? Well, that's for Galahad to decide. Go. But bear in mind that Galahad is not a patient man. The door is open. Try not to make him angry.
Exactly, Thaindor. I love how you're smoking your pipe through your plate mail helmet, sir. That was quite impressive. Stop right there, criminal scum. You violated the law. Yeah, Galahad is not a nice dude.
I can hear you. Who goes there? It's shiny, sure, but you clearly have no idea what you're doing. Waving a round table pin in front of a knight of the round table? Not the smartest move. Normally, I throw you out for your arrogance and stupidity. But you're lucky. I've got a soft spot for boldness. And that pin has me curious. Where'd you get it?
Caradoc.
You mean you found Caradoc's tomb and robbed it?
No, he handed it to me personally.
Interesting. And when exactly did this happen? When did you last see him?
He helped me escape the island asylum.
I see. Interesting. Very interesting. All right. So what do you want then?
I came here to kill you.
Marvelous.
God, this is so much easier on this character than it was on my Archer. So that's like a stun that he does. That right there. I would love to have that spell, sir. And it does like a drain or something. Piece of cake compared to the frickin' Archer, man. Oh, and then we have to deal with all of his guards, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I remember this now. I just remembered at the last second. I was like, wait, I think there's some guards I have to deal with. Chicken shit. Oh, there's two of them stacked. It's just a flesh wound. The fact that they're quoting that at me is hilarious. God, the mage is so OP compared to the archer. It's not even a... Dude, I died like a bunch of times on the archer with this. Even on easy mode. Fucking A, man. I'm not gonna loot all their stuff. I've already got a set of gear that I can sell. I don't want to overburden myself. I do need to double check there's no books and stuff around here. Don't think we have anything else. Lost from Cursed Well. I don't think we can do a campfire anywhere in here, right? Yeah. Snaking. Yeah, Holy Grail has some. I mean, all three of the movies are extremely quotable.
Let your guard down.
Fishy, fishy, fishy. Oh. Biggest, dickest. Jesus, I wonder if I can just run out of here. I just noticed that I could stack that. I never realized that I could just look at how fast. Oh my god, the whole time I've just been like preferring to do this, which is an option, but I didn't realize you could stack that stuff. Watch how fast their health starts going down. Well, it does seem to have a sort of a slowdown effect too. Okay, that's interesting. I need to look up what that effect is to better understand how that works. Because I always just use the straight up pull. It's too far away for me to use the pull. Get him from the other side.
I will be your downfall.
Come on. Chose to give up on me. Wise decision, sir. What is that effect? It applies a bleed. Yeah, so it's a stacking. Yeah, so it totally stacks. It doesn't say that there's a limit on the stacks either. I never noticed that. I was just thinking cast a bleed or drain the health. That's dope. Biggest Dickus has appeared. You named your Pokemon rival once. It was the funniest playthrough when out of nowhere the games would be like, the Biggest Dickus has appeared. I remember The Meaning of Life was my favorite for a long time because it had so many scenes in it, and it was just interesting to watch so many different sketches. Like the condom sketch, when they're talking about contraceptives, because at the time that was a controversial thing with the church. And the Thin Mint, wafer thin. I don't think I've seen The Meaning of Life in probably, oh man, it's been 25 years or longer since I've seen that movie. Life of Brian, it's probably been the same amount of time since I've seen Life of Brian. I watched The Holy Grail maybe 5 or 6 years ago with my wife because she'd never seen Monty Python, and English is her second language. She was not a fan. Like, she was just like, some of the jokes she got, but most of them were just like completely no context. It's not something like that. The humor of Britain at that time,
the destiny of the South graced my
I think you
humble
really
abode?
do either need to speak English as a native language or have like a mastery of the English language to fully understand the jokes, and probably just like that sense of humor as well. I did my part, and I'll tell you about Excalibur.
You just killed a knight of the Round Table, and you have no questions about what it was for. Really?
Yeah, okay, fine. Why?
Because sometimes the best defense is a good offense. We were backed into a corner. You know, it was us or him. First off, he represented Camelot, and we're done with their influence. No more of their wars. Second, after the massacre of One Eye's tribe, his death was convenient for both of us. And when the tribes finally unite and come down from the mountains, there's a good chance they might leave us alone. He figured me out. He knew what I'd discovered, and he wanted to stop me. And trust me, what I found is going to change the South's history.
And what did you discover?
Proof that Camelot is rotten to the core, and that allying with the tribes is the right choice. I didn't plan to tell you, but my one-eyed friend convinced me. Since you took down Galahad, you deserve to know. As a reward for your help, I'll share this secret with you. Here, take this seal. In the sunken village, you'll find the entrance to Seawall's crypt. Everyone knows the story of how the evil druid sealed and flooded the place. It's true, well, at least part of it. But the real story is why they sealed and flooded it. One Eye broke the old seals and replaced them with his own. If you want to see what Camelot was so desperate to hide, you'll find your answers there. They thought drowning a village would keep it secret. Behind the statue, you'll find where to use the seal. Once you do, you'll see that history is very different from what we've been telling ourselves.
How does this have to do with
If that
Excalibur?
doesn't convince you that Camelot's foundations are more crap-coloured than tinged with ivory, then nothing will. I won't tell you anything more. I'd hate to spoil the surprise. I'll catch up with you later. I'm sure you'll understand.
I'm gonna reload really quick if there's a save file right before I came in this room. That was... Let's do a hard save here really quick. Is this save from right before I came in? Auto save. Because I just want to see if he'll take me straight to the Excalibur thing.
Oh,
I think he's still going to make me go to the tomb no matter what.
Destiny of the South graced my humble abode. That Because, first off, second,
Blah, blah, blah,
you
blah,
figured
blah.
me proof I did as a reward.
I'm just here for Excalibur. The rest is your problem.
Well, if that's how you feel, fine. I promised, so here it is. You see, there are many legends. According to one of them, there are a few places on Avalon where you can prove yourself worthy, whatever that means. And one of those places, as you've probably guessed, is nearby.
Is it going to be the same cave?
Have you seen the old gong in the sunken village? Many years ago, when people still went to shit in the woods instead of using a privy, it was part of a certain ritual. Only those who passed the ritual could become keepers. None of the living keepers were recruited that way, so we don't really know what happens during the ritual. The Horns of the South abandoned the practice because, well, not many lads survived it. That's why nowadays, it's Galahad who appoints keepers and the captain who chooses them. It's just, you know, safer that way. I only know that you need to sound the gong and sleep at its feet. Well, if you wake up, when you wake up in the morning, you'll know if you were deemed worthy. So first, you'll need to find a way to fix the gong. And since it's made of weird steel...
This is great. I get to bypass the dungeon entirely. I had no desire to do the dungeon again.
Osbrit should be able to help you. A little bird told me that he likes to play
I did the
with
dungeon
weird
last
steel
time.
when no
I'm
one's
like, no,
watching.
just take me straight to
Just
Excalibur.
tell him I sent you, and he won't give you any trouble.
It's totally worth doing if it's your first time playing, for sure. If all of those recruits were worthy, why did none of them ever try wielding Excalibur?
Of course, they tried. It turned out that the keepers who passed the ritual could hold it longer than anyone else. Maybe it'll be enough for what you need, and maybe something entirely different will happen. It's your risk and your decision. Go on then. I've got a little revolution to get underway.
Good luck with that. I've got a new episode of Fallout to watch today. I'll do that after breakfast. I'm cooking a big old bowl of beans today, a big old pot of beans. For those of you who followed along the video we published on the Homestead channel the other day, we went to the market out in Palenque and we got some multiple different types of beans. And one of those types is these frijoles ternos, which are like new beans. They're delicious. I'm gonna make I got bacon and garlic and parsley and onions and oregano and all sorts of fun stuff, and I'm gonna make a big old pot of delicious beans this morning. That's my objective when I wrap up the stream, and then after that I will go watch the most recent episode of Fallout and get the review out. Oh, get some weirdness with the quests. The icons on the hotbar there for a minute. Alright, buddy. Weird steel.
Just another peaceful moment.
Turn around. Ancient gong. Do you know how to fix it?
Why would you want to fix it? Do you even know what it is?
Indeed.
Take some advice from an old man. If there's a giant, ancient statue that somebody tried to turn to dust, they must have had a good reason for it.
Fair point. I need some. Oh, Jesus. Coffee.
Well, if you put it that way, then I suppose I have to tell you
It is going to be yummy, Daindar.
Otherwise, the terror from the sea will bite me in the ass while I bathe.
Of course I can fix it. I've been doing this kind of thing since I could swing a hammer. It's a skill we pass down from master to apprentice, generation to generation. Nothing fancy, just
Good old blacksmithing.
Good old
But obviously,
blacksmithing,
though,
lad.
you'd have to bring me a couple of things so that I can actually do it.
I've already got the cobwebs, so I just need a broken gong. That is outside around, it looks like. What if I could just get out straight out this way? Oh, there's definitely some docks down there. I wonder if I can... I can indeed. Oh, and there's a fast travel waypoint. Hello. Please don't be any monsters swimming in the deep. Please don't be any monsters swimming in the deep. Please don't be any monsters swimming in the deep. We're gonna go back to beach really quick. I want to plant a campfire and talk to Arthur about whatever he's got to talk to me about. What was Galahad like in your day?
Much the same. He was a fierce warrior, determined to win at any cost. I watched him closely, and I found him too consumed by cruelty. That is why I chose Seawall and Palamedes as my closest confidants, not him. Yet this Galahad still seems devoted to Camelot and the old ways.
Past tense.
And he remains just as fierce.
Was this gong already hearing your time?
Perhaps. I cannot say for certain. My memory remains too clouded. It seems familiar. I do not feel my soul bound to it, but I know our path shall lead us here, one way or another. Something lingers beyond.
Yeah, we'll be doing that tomorrow, Thandar.
Something.
The Xbox Direct.
That much I know.
Can't wait to see some Fable footage.
We'll find the
That's a
truth
must-play
soon
game
enough.
for us this year. Alright, swim back to the island. Here's the sky.
Oh, a wanderer in the
A
sunken
wanderer.
village. You must be lost. Back in the day, you just needed to look at the stars and you'd know where you were going. Now, even they are misplaced.
Haven't we met before? We were both prisoners at the island.
Island Asylum? I don't remember being
Salute.
there, not clearly. But when I look at your face, something stirs. Yes, I'm sure we've crossed paths before. And look at you now, out in the world, breathing the fresh air. That's something to treasure, my friend. Freedom is a gift, even when it feels heavy. Enjoy it.
Alright, he doesn't appear to have anything to do with the
Before you go,
gong.
I would like to ask you one thing. Who are you?
Just myself.
I understand. I see you. I hear you. And I have a feeling that you will find what you're looking for. Farewell. And thank you for visiting me, my friend.
You are welcome.
You can come keep me company whenever you want. The sunsets here are beautiful.
Alright. Back to Osprey. Time to prepare the gong-a-ding-long. Gong-along. Gong-a-lang-a-ding-dong.
Oh, nothing bad.
Here you go, buddy.
How did you, Oh, forget it. I don't even want to know. Just give me a moment. Here. That should do it. Do whatever you need to if you're really sure about this. But please try to come back alive.
Alright, now... gotta go back out to the Gong Island. Smeagol, are you in here again? What's up, buddy? Did Mommy give you tons of snacks and now you're looking for a bed? You're totally gonna rob my sweater, aren't you? Alright. Yeah, he did just jump up on the bed. There you go. Enjoy your new playthrough of Skyrim. What platform to get the most views on? It varies day to day. Sometimes it's YouTube, sometimes it's Twitch, sometimes it's TikTok, sometimes it's something else. It just depends on the day. We are multi-streaming every single day in 4 places, and it just depends on what game we're playing, what audience is here, what other streamers are playing. Every day is different. The worst thing someone can do is focus on, oh my god, which platform do I need to focus on? Just go live. Be everywhere all at once. As a variety content creator and variety streamer, everything's going to be different. It just depends on the day and what game we're playing. Like, Skyrim gets triple the numbers I get of this game, and it's an old game. Who cares? Baldur's Gate 3, double the numbers of this game. Less than that. Dune Awakening. I think Dune Awakening was the biggest variety we had because we would always, like the first 2 weeks that Dune Awakening launched, I had like up to 700 people watching on Twitch and like 300 on YouTube. So it was larger on Twitch than it was on YouTube. Then I play a game like, what were we playing last year? There was something we played last year and like we had like 80 people on YouTube and only 6 watching on Twitch. It just depends on the day. What's up, Ann Peters? Thanks for the bits over on Twitch. So yeah, it just depends. Every day is different. Every game is different. Nothing like getting ate by a giant sea worm. I mean, Baldur's Gate 3 is equally fun single player. I prefer it single player. I have done multiplayer, but yeah, definitely prefer the single player adventure. Oh, I just got pulled up into the air.
Who dares disturb my peace?
What's up, Cthulhu?
You made an oath never to summon me again.
Forgive me, my lord. I want to be deemed worthy to touch Excalibur.
Excalibur. Wait. Is it really you? You, who come from a time beyond. Show yourself before me.
He's not stupid. Do I know you?
It seems he speaks to me. Allow me to answer him. Welcome, old friend. I can see that you know me, but I am a mere shadow of my true self. I don't remember you, Lord of the Seas. Forgive me. That's what you told me, my friend. The next time we see each other, you will not remember me. But you are here now. The will and the power led you back to this place. Even in this incomplete form. Where should I look for myself? I wish to restore Avalon to its former glory, yet I don't know how. Avalon's fate has never rested upon one person alone, not even one as great as King Arthur. Yet here you are, trying again, restless and eager to take the responsibility again. I salute you, my friend. Tell me what I must do to be worthy to lead Avalon once more. I do not think I have the strength. Your path is true. Seek wholeness, and Avalon will reveal what it needs from you. And yes, you need to touch Excalibur. Thank you, my friend. And you, mortal. You have given yourself to the King's service. You are worthy of a place among the Keepers of the South. Arthur, take out your sword and fear no failure. It is yours to take. It always was. I deem you worthy, my friend. The promise I gave thy mother is fulfilled, and thus our pact is ended. You know where to look for your soul. Trust yourself. And when you reach your journey's end, I trust you will make the right choice.
There we go. But dialogue isn't content. I will never forget the people who came into chat saying that when Shattered Space came out for Starfield. Dialogue isn't content. Quests aren't content. Alright, let's go pull the sword from the stone. Oh, story is the only thing I give a shit about. I don't care about combat. I don't care about anything. I'm here for story, 100%. I want narration, voice acting, cutscenes, voice actors, performance capture. I want it all. I want it all. I want it now. No, it doesn't matter to me at all. Numbers don't matter to me. Like, how many people are watching streams does not matter one iota to me. You obviously make more money the more people that are tuning in, but I don't really care because I make money no matter what, and I don't, like, it's been full-time for 4 years. Like, it's been, yeah, I had a great discussion with my brother last night. We were talking about stuff, family stuff, and we were going back and forth on WhatsApp for like an hour and a half with these like 12 to 15 minute long voice messages. We were recording each other, just having this back and forth conversation. And one of the things we were talking about was like the beauty of being in a position of fuck you, which I've mentioned before in streams, the Gambler movie with Mark Wahlberg, that scene with him and John Goodman. And like somebody had asked, I was telling my brother, we've had a lot of people asking and questioning, like, why aren't you going to like conferences and events and stuff? And it's like, because no one can pay me enough money to leave the comfort of my house. I make a healthy living streaming full time and doing content creation. I don't need to network. I've already accomplished pretty much everything on my bucket list. There is nothing that game companies can offer me that I need other than more money. And I am so beyond giving a shit about more money that it doesn't matter to me if I have 70 viewers or 700 viewers or 7,000 viewers. It just doesn't matter. I'm in a very blessed position. I don't have a team. I don't need a team. I don't want a team. It's myself, my wife, our cats, ducks, chickens, and our small little homestead. Like, that's it. That's the only thing I care about. Are there minimums I need to hit to like pay the monthly bills? Yep. But I haven't even been, knock on wood, I am well beyond what I make every day between YouTube, Twitch, the merch store, the Patreon, the book sales, everything else, all of our sponsorships that we get from game companies, sponsored reviews and stuff like that, contracts. Like, I am so beyond having to worry about like the bills that it just doesn't matter to me. I would have to start over from scratch on a brand new platform, and only like that you know, I would have to worry about it if I was starting from scratch on it. So as an example, we started streaming on Kick the same time that we started multi-streaming on TikTok. So I've been full-time on YouTube for 4 years and 2.5 years with Twitch. Excuse me. I added Kick and TikTok like November of last year. My Kick account has like next to no traction. I get 3 to 5 people when we stream like this. Like if I've got 90 to 100 people on YouTube, 40 to 50 on Twitch, 30 people, 40 people on TikTok, I might have 3 to 5 watching on Kick. So if I was only streaming on Kick and I was just getting started, I would need to worry about it. I would need to be worried about what do I need to be doing on this single platform to focus on getting big numbers to get to the point where I'm financially stable. But I have been financially stable for so long now that it doesn't matter to me what a given platform is doing. It's the combined everything I do. So like I don't care if one platform does more than another. It all accumulates into people coming to YouTube and watching the videos, coming to Twitch and watching the live streams, and watching live streams everywhere, and following on all the social media platforms, which shows companies that I have viewership and that I have good engagement rates, and that gets me sponsorships, and that gets me brand deals, on top of which I have ad revenue and memberships and subscriptions, which drives book sales, which drives t-shirt sales in the merch store and coffee mugs. It all, like, it doesn't matter to me. I think the question was more along the lines of, does the high of having 700 viewers, does it bother you when you don't have that? Anybody who gets a high from like that and constantly chases that, you're doing it for the wrong reasons. Like, is there a rush when you have a big audience? Sure, there's it's no different than if you've ever been like, I've done theater work, I've been a public speaker. When you're on stage in front of people, you're always going to get an adrenaline rush. And the bigger the audience, the bigger the adrenaline rush. But at some point, it's just an adrenaline. It's just, you come to recognize it for what it is. It's just a natural human response to being in front of people. That's it. So it doesn't matter if it's in front of 50 people or in front of 5,000 people or in front of 50,000 people. It's a manageable emotion that you get, that you come to recognize as a natural human response. And unless you're an infant or a teenager who is controlled by your emotions, then it doesn't matter. Because obviously it's there and it is going to be euphoric and it's dopamine for sure. But adults who know how to manage their emotions and who have stable emotional reactions to things, it's not something that I focus on at all. As long as the bills are paid, I'm happy. That's right, Giza. Financial freedom is everything. It is a healthy approach to life. And Peters, yep. All right, we're back in the tomb.
I am his will, the fire that bends the world to his command. I am the blade that shapes kings and shatters tyrants.
Enough, Merlin. You can't keep throwing lives into this abyss. These experiments, they're destroying what remains of us.
Destroying us? They're what's keeping us alive. Do you think the Four Dwellers will stop for pity or mercy? Every soul we lose here saves 10 more on the battlefield. You told me to do this. You sanctioned this. And I'm close to getting it right. I know it.
No, we can't justify this. There's no victory worth such a cost.
You know full well, Arthur, that this isn't about victory. It's about survival. If we don't push these boundaries, there will be no future for your kingdom, for Avalon. You dream of peace, but without victory, there will be no peace to dream of. The path ahead is brutal, but if we relent now, we lose everything.
And yet we keep losing people and gaining nothing in return. We must change the path.
They volunteered for
They volunteered to save our kingdom, and you've gotten no closer to doing it. Their sacrifices cannot be in vain, Merlin. Find another way. Use your mind, your wisdom. Leave this slaughterhouse you've created behind.
a different way. That will take time, and resources we may not have. The enemy won't wait.
They will if I make them. Whatever it takes, I will buy you that time. Find me a weapon that wins this war without annihilating what we fight to protect.
Whatever it takes.
Yes. Let it be known that it was my decision, and I will bear the consequences of it.
Oh no, my king. People can never know. It was all my idea, and you knew nothing about it. All of us have our role to play. You are the leader, and they need to love you. If we win, You need to become more than a man. You need to become a symbol.
You have gathered a new fragment of Arthur's soul, unlocking its hidden potential. Open the menu to explore the King's Soul skill tree or visit a bonfire. Develop abilities. Okay. When using King's Soul, you deflect all incoming projectiles. Automatically use it when you receive lethal damage. Small chest create a word essence. How do I... Oh, you have to do it at the campfire. My bad.
Now, I remember. Before you judge me, it all seems so obvious now, doesn't it? The right thing to do. It wasn't back then, and you can trust me on that. We were on the brink of losing the war, and wars aren't won with wishful thinking. There was no clean path, no noble answer. Only the weight of reality pressing down on our necks. Something had to be done, or everything we fought for would have been in vain. And in the end, the ones who stepped forward, who chose to pay the price, made it possible. And their deaths gave Merlin the knowledge he needed to finish his work. To find something that could really turn the tide in our favor.
So what did he come up with to
I
win the war?
told him to stop the experiments on our men, but to keep going. And he did. He started experimenting on the Four Dwellers, the enemy.
Oh shit.
If their bodies could be broken down, their power turned against them. Wasn't that their own doing? Wasn't that fair?
Essence?
So he figured out how to twist the Four Dwellers' power into something we could wield. I told him to conquer the weirdness. And in the end, he did. He found a way to make me stronger. Stronger
Yeah,
than
essentially,
any
JK,
man
he made a
had the
magical
right
nuke.
to be.
Yep.
It wasn't just magic. It was something deeper, older. A force that reshaped me. And with it, we won. The war ended. Avalon was ours. The bloodshed stopped. The banners were raised, and the kingdom stood safe.
Does victory erase the price you paid for? That's a good question.
That's the question, isn't it? All those lives we sacrificed. Loyal souls, ready to pay the ultimate price for what we fought for. I grieved them all. I carried them with me at every step. But it was for them that we pressed on, and that I could never accept.
I think we can do a campfire now and spend our points. Yeah, on the topic from before, look, one of the things we talked about last night was, with my brother, was being wealthy without being excessively rich.
Like you've seen something you wish
The wealth of freedom,
Another piece of the
financial
king's
freedom
soul
to be able to do
reclaimed, right?
whatever I want.
What did it show you this time?
Merlin and Arthur talking about ancient experiments. So yeah, it's like looking at, there are different levels to it, because like Asmongold is extremely wealthy, extremely rich monetarily, making however much, $50,000, $100,000 a month on all his platforms, and yet he is one of the most miserable human beings I think you'll find streaming on a daily basis. Finds no joy in everything, destroys everything around him, racist, homophobic, transphobic, against women, just generally speaking, a miserable human being. He didn't used to be that way before his mom died, and then his mom died, and I feel like after his dad has died, he's just completely gone off the deep end. He's drank the Kool-Aid, and it comes back to you are what you surround yourself with. You become the evil, and that's money doesn't give you happiness. Happiness comes from doing what you love, right? And when you can achieve that, it's like nothing else really matters. I get to spend all day, every day with my wife, my partner. She doesn't have to work. She gets to do anything that she wants to do, artistically, creatively. She wanted the homestead. She wanted the animals. I get to spend every day with her, all day, every day, with my best friend in the world. And that, to me, you can't replace that. We literally, it's like in about, as soon as we wrap up this stream, I'm going to go cook breakfast, and we're going to spend the next 6 to 8 hours working on projects together, and taking our morning walks. And, I think, JK, you said it earlier, having the best partner in life mod unlocked in life is a pretty awesome thing. It's, being wealthy doesn't necessarily mean being rich with finances. It's nice to have the finances. It makes you not have to worry about bills. But true freedom comes from being able to do what you love and not have to worry about anything. And that's where, if you're obsessed with viewership and stuff like that, you're looking at the wrong things. Love of the game is, I think, the most important thing. Whatever that game might be, not just video game, but love of the game, love what you're doing is what I'm referring to. You could be someone who paints miniatures on stream, or you could be someone who does woodworking, or someone who, there's people who are sailing around the world as solo individuals, these solo explorers. That terrifies me. I couldn't do that, but it's fascinating to watch these people who have a love of the sea and a love of exploration go out there and do this. It's awesome. Being in a creator-driven economy like we have been for the past 15, 20 years, and finding really cool creators to, I think there's a, I forget the line, but if you've ever watched Star Trek: The Next Generation, one of the episodes, Patrick Stewart is giving this speech about what the Federation offers humanity in terms of, we've moved beyond war, we've moved beyond capitalism, we don't need money, we've cured illnesses and things for the most part. There are still things that humanity suffers from, but humanity is allowed to become this place in Star Trek Next Generation version of the Federation where humanity can focus on exploration and creativity, and they don't have to worry about, they've gotten rid of racism, they've gotten rid of genocide, they've gotten rid of war, they've gotten rid of greed, they've gotten rid of all of the worst things of humanity, and they focus on creativity and exploring the universe. We're a long fucking way from that, but I find joy in celebrating creativity and watching other people who celebrate creativity. And I think that there's a beauty in that and a freedom in that that goes way beyond the pursuit of a paycheck. And it's so easy to find and identify the streamers who are doing it just for the money and you know, rage bait stuff and this is insane and you know, constantly tearing other people down. I mean, it's, you know, I don't find anything about like the burnt peanut to be entertaining when he's yelling into the mic, "Fuck your asshole! Fuck you! I am your god!" Like oh, he's got 50,000 people watching him stream. You can have him. The 50,000 people who are watching the burnt peanut who find that to be entertaining, go for it. I don't need to be a part of that. I have no desire to to do that. I'll be judgy in my own corner.
Merlin. Merlin and his obsession with the weirdness. The king thought it could save us.
Seeking knowledge?
Merlin
Yes.
thought it could be controlled. Together,
I'm on
they
a
were
pursuit
willing to
for the
tear
island of
world apart
Atlantis.
to win.
All right, you need to start taking sinks, buddy.
I was a prototype for Merlin's latest idea, immortality.
Oh, that's right. He was
one
the
of a
experiment.
long line of the king's loyal pawns, used and discarded when they found a better way. When they decided to go even deeper into their madness and turn our king into a monster.
Up. Hey, hang on. I don't know if it was a bee or a wasp or a fly, but something all of a sudden, like all the cats, like Smeagol and Lucas jumped out of bed and ran out the door, and I just saw Frodo, who's on medication for a hurt foot. I just saw him jump on the kitchen table and like jump into the. I had to go grab him and put him in the cat carrier, and I couldn't find. I saw it flying around and then it disappeared. So I'm gonna have to go find that. Why didn't you fight back?
Against who? Merlin? The king? You don't fight gods when you're just a pawn on their board.
Yeah.
You endure. You wait. That's
Yes,
what I
okay,
do.
you're going out again?
What I've always done.
All right, it was a dragonfly. I don't have to worry. I couldn't find it, and then all of a sudden, all the cats ran past again, and I had to go double check that it wasn't like a bee or a wasp or something. It's just a dragonfly, so they get to keep that one.
Even if he didn't, he should have.
That's their little prize. Smeagol has it. He took it in the bathroom.
Doesn't leave room for
now he's taking it outside, and everybody's following
every
him.
scream, every scar. Even if he didn't see it, he allowed it. That's as good as approving it.
Well, you didn't end like Sewell.
Seawall was Merlin's first
sorry.
attempt. I was the last. We could say I was lucky, but to say that would take a truly macabre sense of humor, don't you think?
So this is one area where I would say the writing. So because I've played the game before, I know what he's referring to with Sewell. Because if we had done the optional dungeon where you go down into the Blood Lake dungeon, you find out about Sewell. You find out about him and the secret experiments. And if you go this route, you don't learn about him at all. You just know that Arthur and Merlin were doing experiments, and then you find him, and he tells you he was successful, and then they mention Sewell and all this other stuff. And there's not really any frame of reference for Sewell if you don't know about the secret dungeon. So this is an area where the writing, I would assume that this was something that kind of got missed in the cleanup. But that was a pretty cool dungeon when we did it the first time.
You've seen what they did, what he did. And that's not the end of the story.
Experimentation.
It's not the extent of their sins. Find the pieces of his soul. Put him back together, if that's what it takes. And then we, or I alone, if you decide to defy me, can end the cycle. Either way, we will get to his resurrection. I've seen it too many times to believe the cycle will be broken before it happens. But know this. Once he's whole, Arthur's power, his mistakes, and his
yes,
will all
Trickifer, your comment got auto-modded, and I didn't catch it in time to unmod it, but I see your comment.
Stand with you,
that type of content is streamer brain rot, 100%. Yeah, it's just brain rot.
But when that happens,
I have no desire to contribute or even be a part of it.
For both of you.
That's like I think we were discussing in Discord. Like I have no desire to go to TwitchCon, least of all because I have no desire to be around these IRL streamers, these in real life streamers that are those people do stupid, crazy shit just to get views. They will things that are not human, you know. They're doing inhumane things to get views and clicks and likes, and I have no desire to be a part of that, to participate in it, to even be peripherally attached to it. I don't have any desire. Like, I don't have a problem. Like, Chris and I have gone live on location before when we were traveling to like showcase a restaurant or something. That's a little different. The IRL streamers who are literally running around with a team of camera crew, and they're like invading people's personal space, and they're being transphobic, homophobic, racist, misogynistic, and like doing stunts and being rude and obnoxious, all while they're live so that they can generate clicks and views and likes. Like, I don't want to be a part of that. Like, I am very happy on my little island of peace and tranquility in the middle of nowhere, with a couple of internet connections and good RPGs to keep me busy. Like, all right, if I'm going to fix this, I need to know where to start.
You've already started.
Yes,
but if you want
Vitaly is a great example of what happens if you let them take it too far.
The there is failing, the weirdness swallowing what's left of the village. You will need to find another artifact. The shield our king gave to Palamedes.
Whether or not he learned anything from his 18 months in captivity,
the voice of reason amidst the madness,
remains to be seen.
It didn't save him or his legacy from what they had coming. Find the shield.
But that guy's a racist asshole and did some truly horrific things on stream, and he deserved to get thrown in jail. He deserved to get deported, and I can only hope that he learned something from his time and can use that to become an actual somewhat decent human being. But that's the problem when you have a big enough audience, you think that you're above the law because you're being supported by hundreds of thousands to millions of people and they're cheering you on. And what was that? The avocado dude, the big fat fucker who just would like gorge himself on stream. And then Nick Avocado or something. Anyway, and then he like went and he lost all the weight and got body morph surgery, you know, and it's like, did he learn anything from his? No. He gave the audience what they wanted, and he still is. And it's like there's the other one, the kid who is like literally drinking himself to death. He wears glasses, something Shirts of New York or something like that. I can't remember the username, but like literally drinking himself to death on these live streams for the lulz, for the views. And it's like World of T-shirts. That's the one I'm thinking of. Yeah, that kind of shit. That's what I'm referring to. That is brain rot. I don't want to participate in it. I don't want to be I don't want anything to do with it. It's like, that is not for me. Like I said, I'm here for games and movies and TV shows, and that's why I don't care about going to a lot of these conferences and stuff, because those type of people show up, you know, and I don't want to be a part of their content. I don't want to do anything with that. Ugh. And the people who get their lulz watching that kind of stuff, I don't want them in my community. I don't want to associate with them. No. Alright. Do we have anything to talk to Arthur about? Looks like we do. Alright. Okay. As always, folks, we do 2 streams a day, 1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon. I will be back later today. I don't know if we're going to play Hightail today, or we might play some Skyrim. I'm not sure what we're going to play this afternoon. But I'm going to leave you here because I need to go cook. So I got to go get some bacon chopped up, get some garlic crushed, get some onions chopped, make a big old pot of beans, and go hang out with my wife for the next 8 hours or so, which is the most awesome thing I get to do with my day. As always, if you're watching on Twitch, Kick, or TikTok, don't forget to follow along on YouTube because everything in between the streams happens over there. I will be watching the most recent episode of Fallout and getting a review out on YouTube after breakfast, so stay tuned for that. And I will see everybody later in the afternoon for the next stream. Until then, stay safe and